The first thing, of course, we must know is, what are periodicals anyway? After all, if you need articles from periodicals, you have to know what they are. There are three major types. Newspapers, of course, magazines, and of course, the gold standard of academia, the journal. Peer-reviewed, scholarly. But the trick is this. All journals are periodicals, but not all periodicals are journals. Now, if you're in the library, of course, there's no trick to it at all. If your periodical has a picture of pop stars, or better yet, pretty ladies, or pretty ladies who are pop stars, best of all, you know you have a mass media popular magazine. You take a look at this, the deadly yellow mustard cover is a dead giveaway right there. You know this is a journal. The Roman serif font print. There are no glossy pages, no advertising. Now some people get confused. They think, well, they can always tell whether it's a journal or not by the title. Don't fall for that. American Sociological Review, peer-reviewed, academic, scholarly journal. The National Review, right-wing propaganda sheet. See? It's not always easy to tell. Some people, they think some subjects are scholarly and some are not going to be scholarly. Here we go. Sports Illustrated, popular mass media magazine. The Journal of Sport Behavior, peer-reviewed academic journal. Now here on the cover, we've got Oscar de la Hoya. Some feel this man to be the finest boxer who ever lived. So this guy is going to fly out, he's going to go to LA, he's going to interview Oscar, okay. So he gets an interpreter, he asks his 5 big questions of Oscar, and then he types them up and he sends them back to Chi-Town, because this is published in Chicago, right? 3 days, start to finish. A copy editor looks at it, does a couple of things, it's published. They're done. Now this, on the other hand, Journal has an article on how boxing injuries have changed over the last century. Boxing's like any other kind of sport. It's not static. It changes through time. Plus we have medical technology. We can actually diagnose and treat things that 50 years ago they didn't even know you had. That's right. So he's going to measure that. He's going to use an old-fashioned measurement tool. He's going to use a survey. Who's he going to send it to? What about boxers? What about boxers? I mean, who's going to know better if their earrings in the morning they got up because they got caught by a right hook one time too often? See? So he sends out a big, huge survey, gets his results back, does a little statistical work, and then he submits it to the peers. All the articles are reviewed by the peers. And the peers take a look at his article on boxing injuries, and they say, well, you know that section on your lower lumbar stretch injury is a little weak there, buddy. You got to buff that up. So he buffs it up. He resubmits it. They approve it. It gets published. 1 year, start to finish. The differences in the periodicals can be used to your advantage. The trick is always to look at the end of the article first. Don't read the article first. Look at the end. Look for references, notes, bibliography. It doesn't matter what kind of source you've got. It can be online, it can be a book, it can be a monograph. Maybe you're doing research on the undead, right? Is this scholarly? It doesn't look scholarly, but you know what? It's got an action-packed bibliography. It is completely a scholarly work by an academic. That's right, and that's what I always do first if I'm not sure. I always check for the bibliography. Then, if the article looks good, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to the front and I'm going to look for the abstract. That's what I'm going to read next. Always read the abstract. It's a short, 1-paragraph summary. Tells you what the author did, how she went about doing it, and what she found out. And if that doesn't look good, you can quit. I promise you, it won't get any better.